right by that pole, pretty close on this side of it. It's a sandpiper or something. I'm not sure what it is. I've never seen one on this place before. On the edge of the corn. I'm gonna try to get closer, but it's gonna hear me walking through this corn. I have to be quiet. I think he went into the corn a little bit. Let's focus on the corn. There it is, past the pole a ways. Right in the center. Trying to keep it in the center of the screen. Right. That leaf keeps covering it up. So it must hear me and going farther down the line. I wonder why it's here. Now it's gonna see me. There. Get up on my driveway. I don't think it's a blue heron. There he goes. Could be a blue heron. Big enough, but I know there's been sandpipers around here. I'm not familiar with them and what exactly they look like, really. They kind of honk, or different noise about them. And I can't honestly say I've ever heard a blue heron make a noise. Well, I'm walking back now. He flew off. So maybe it was a blue heron. It just didn't look quite tall enough, but I don't know. I know there's been sandpipers. I think that's what they are. I've seen a group of them fly over. Blue herons, usually you don't see maybe two together. Seems like I've usually seen one flying by itself, usually. But I put conventional corn in this year. I don't know if that was a mistake, because you can see some stalk problems. Let me zoom back. Oh, I hit something here. Yeah. Some major stalk problems right here. The ears look nice. This is cropland. 101 day, can't remember the number. And this is rank. It's like a 96.5 day. I don't know when they started coming with half days, but I think it was listed as a 96.5 day. They're planted about a day apart. And this one, they both got fungicide put on them. At least in this area, I mean, it's got some, there's some problems with the stalks, and it's been rootworm. It took some of the wheels off, but you know, like the outside rows always look better than the rest. This got 2 ears, but this second ear will end up to be pretty much nothing. Like this one, the plant's just gonna reabsorb this second ear. Fields are clean. I don't know if you go in farther what cobs are on. And we had some wind, some high winds, tipped over some of this stuff. And it's still there, still rooted. Still got a cob on it. But we had some like 80-mile-an-hour winds. I don't know if my BT corn would have stood up to it. But you can see it knocked some down. Broke that one right off. So when you get into it, you know, you'll see like there's the second cob. That even, it's got new silk on it. And I think these things might be done pollinating, but that'll just get reabsorbed. See, a little more of that than what I'm used to with BT corn. So, I don't know. I don't think it's going to be a stellar crop. Probably shouldn't have went conventional. Some of this corn is so tall. I mean, I took a tape measure and they're about between 11 and 12 feet tall everywhere I measured, except for where the soil's poor. And these cobs, this one ain't over my head. Some of them are over my head. And I don't remember ever having cobs that high. I've had, you know, we've had cobs that were high in the air before, but that's the highest I've ever had. And it seems like this cropland, or this rink, at least when the cobs I've pulled, is 14 rows on the cob. And I've only checked a couple spots in the cropland, and I found a 14, a 16, and a 20 row. But every cob I pulled off a rink has been a 14 row. But you never know until you actually get it in the bin. You sit there and you look and try to figure. The same as soybeans, you count plants, so many plants in 17.5 feet or whatever the deal is, and you count the pods. Throw that right out the window, because in the end it don't matter until you get it in the bin. Because those figures, I've never had them come close to what I expect it to be. I mean, I've had good yields over the years. The last few years haven't been great. Either too dry or too wet, or late planting, like a couple years ago. Really late planting. Last year, beans, some of it I didn't finish till like July 4th. It was wet spots that I had to go back in. July, maybe it was 1st or 2nd of July, something like that. There's beans on them, but and the wet areas never really recovered. So they, you know, there was some spots that nothing ever came up. And that's not too normal for this place. It's pretty well tiled. We are going to add some tile this fall. But there's that used to be pasture, but haven't had cattle in a while. Oh, has that grown up? There's machinery in there. Some old machinery, a lot of it. My uncle's D14 he bought new. Sitting there, kind of wasting away. digger. It's a Deutz Alice 1400. That Alice digger, by the time they were green, they're built by Vermeer, but it's Alice designed. And that's awfully, God, that thing's got a lot of clearance. I'm surprised at how much trash I can go through with it. Now I'm back in my, what was my mail van, delivering mail. But I give that job up, and they finally got a replacement, but I only run that job for 3.5 years after 20 years at the clinic, mail clinic. And you can keep that mailman job. The pay ain't high enough for what you're doing. And the wear and tear, you gotta use your own vehicle out in these little towns like I was at. You gotta use your own vehicle, and the wear and tear, you don't get enough mileage. I don't have my seatbelt on, that's why it's beeping. There's my pretty newly acquired WD-45 that was supposed to be running, but the carburetor, the fuel just runs right through it, so I gotta deal with that here in the next week or two. I bought it a couple weeks ago. It's got combine wheels on it, but I got wheels to put on it. So there's my combine. I gotta mow the lawn again. I've been doing other people's lawns. There, I got that D17 free from somebody for doing a little work for him. Stuff I didn't expect to get paid, and he said, here, take that tractor. It's stuck. It's an LP. I want to sell the hoods. I think I got hoods, the right hoods for it, but this is originally an LP tractor, I'm pretty sure.